What's going on, guys? It is your boy Kalibo. Welcome back to my YouTube channel as I bring you a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about stop loss, take profit, what is a spread, and what are pips. Yeah, people talking about pips. What are pips? Or what are these pips things? So today I'm just going to be explaining how to know these things, what are these things, and why are they there? Why is everyone talking about these things when you talk about Forex? So without wasting more time, please like the video, guys. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on that red subscribe button. Make sure also to turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. So without wasting more time, let's just jump straight into the video. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. So like I said, we're gonna be talking about stop loss and take profit, right? What is a stop loss? What is a take profit? So it's quite simple to explain these things. You know how when you take a trade, for example, let's just put it somewhere up there. As you can see now, this green line was not there, but it just appeared. Let's just say, for example, I took a sell up there. You can see the green line that I'm holding. Let's just put it up there. So, for example, let's just say, for example, let's just say I took a trade just about there, right? Just about there, and that's a trade. Now, there's no stop loss, there's no take profit. How do I add a stop loss or a take profit? It's simple. A stop loss, because this is a sell entry we are selling. A stop loss needs to be above the sell, right? And my take profit needs to be somewhere below this red and green line. It needs to be below this red and green line, and it needs to be below my green dotted line. So that's a take profit. Stop loss, remember, your stop loss needs to be above, since this is a sell entry. So my stop loss needs to be above, and my take profit needs to be below my sell entry, and it needs to be also below these two lines, right? I hope that makes sense. So with that being said, now how do I place this stop loss? I'm talking about the take profit and everything. It's quite simple. What you want to do is, okay, let me do this. What you want to do is, you can either double click on this green dotted line, double click on it like that, and then you will see it's written here stop loss, and right here it's written take profit. Let me highlight those two places. Here it's written stop loss, and here it's written take profit. So remember, this is a sell entry, right? So my stop loss needs to be above my price. So let me show you something. This is the price where this green dotted line is. So this is the price of it, right? And the stop loss is 0, and the take profit as well as 0. I have not set these things. The only thing that's there, it's only the price, right? So now that I know the price that I've entered at, I can simply copy the price and paste it just here. And then what I do is, since this is a sell entry and I want my stop loss to be above my sell entry, what I have to do is I have to click on any of these numbers and add. I have to add, not subtract, but add. Not subtract, but add. So for example, let's just add about 200. So these are the last units, and so we're gonna add 200 from this one. From 509, we're just going to add 200, which is going to be no longer 5, but it's going to be 6, 7. So it's going to be 7. And when we put modify, you can see there's a red line now. The red line is there, and it's above the it's above the green line. Now, if I was to put this line like this, it's not going to happen. Instead, it's going to say, right? Simply shows that you have done an error. So how do I put my TP? Same thing. I can either double click on this green line and now copy this number of my entry, copy, and then we paste it here. And then what we do now is we do not add, but we subtract, because our take profit needs to be below the green line. So what happens is, out of this whole thing, potentially we need to put our stop loss also below these two lines, right? So these two lines are running at 5100. So what I'll do is I'll just subtract this whole thing, just add a bunch of zeros there, and click on modify, and you can see right there, there's this um what you call the red line. You can see the red line. If I put the red line somewhere like this, it would not put, but it just allowed me now, because this is a sell limit, this is not a taken trade. So it needs to be like that, right? So this will allow you to, whenever the market touches this red line, you will close with profits, and whenever the market touches this red line right here, you would close with a loss. So this will cut your losses. Even though you are working, you're not at home, you don't have the time, you just put the stop loss so that you don't lose more than what you're willing to lose. Whenever the market goes against your direction, for example, you said sell, the market starts buying, it's going to touch the stop loss and it's going to take it out automatically. And this take profit, whenever the market goes into your direction and reaches this take profit, you're going to make profit. So the market is going to close itself automatically with profits, and when you come back, your balance will be more than what you left it at. So that's how take profit works, that's how everything works. Now let's do an example with a sell stop. So I'm going to delete everything. So that was a sell entry. Now let's do a buying entry, right? So I'm going to put a buy limit like that. So you can see we just took a trade of a buy, for example, just around there. Let's change the time frame. Okay, let's just say we took a buy entry just around here, just around this place, right? Fine. So since we took a buy entry just around this place, remember, now my stop loss does not have to be above, since I bought this market. Now my stop loss simply needs to be below this green line. um, you can simply just double click on this, but yeah, there you go. You can simply double click on this. You know your stop loss, you know your TP. You can copy this, put it on your stop loss, and then now what you have to do is you need to subtract on this side. You're no longer adding, but you subtract. So my entry is at something is 500,000. Is it 50,000 and 52? So what I can do is I can rather minus this 52 and just add a couple of zeros. Maybe even drop this more. So that's a buy limit. Okay, so something is wrong, guys. I don't know why I cannot. There you go. Now I can add. When something is wrong, you will see with this modify button, it will be gone like this. So you need to make sure your numbers are correctly aligned. Now that I've done my stop loss, I need to also do my take profit. And my take profit, I have to add. So I'll just add about 300. And there you go. So right here, you can see my take profit. I don't know where's my stop loss. It must have really gone far. Okay, let me remodify my stop loss, right? Um, yo, guys, I don't know what's happening with my my stop loss. There it is. So far, I don't know why, but there. Okay, so my stop loss needs to be below the green line, and my take profit needs to be above the green line. And I think by now you know how these things work. Whenever the market goes up, it touches the red line of my TP right here on the side, you can see it's written TP. It's written TP, that's a take profit. It's gonna close with profits, but whenever the market goes down and touches this stop loss, there you can see it's written SL. I'm gonna go out with a loss. So that's how take profit works. That's how stop loss works, and all such things. So we're done with the take profit and the stop loss. If you do not understand, please comment down below. Let me know if you want me to make a video just separate talking about stop loss, taking out take profit, and showing you how to set these things properly. So now we're moving on to what is a spread. Now a spread is something like these two lines. Now if you can check, we have a bid, we have an ask price. So this is a bid price, and the green line is a ask price. So those two are the two things that create a spread. So this white space in between these two lines, the white space in between these two lines is what we call the spread. So these two lines are what we call a spread basically. The bigger they are, the bigger the spread. The smaller they are, the tighter the spread, or the smaller the spread, which is, I prefer you have a small spread like this than to have the red line or the green line up there and the red line down here. So this whole space is a spread. Whenever you take a sell entry, it's gonna sit exactly on this line down here, and whenever you take a buy, it will sit exactly on this line above there, which is whenever you take a sell, it's gonna sit on this red line. Whenever you take a buy, it's gonna sit on this green line, right? So another thing is with the spread is whenever you take an entry, right, this is your spread. You take a sell entry. Let's just say you take a sell entry just around there. Now, before you get into profit, this whole space needs to cross down below this zigzag line. Now, this green line needs to cross your entry point. It needs to be down here. Then you will be in profits. But if this green line remains above and you took a sell, then you're not going to be in profit. Same applies for your buying entry. You take a buy right there. This part, which is the red line, it needs to be above your entry point. If your red line is still below the entry point, then you're not making any money. So that's why I'm saying the lower the spread, the better. So that's what a spread is, guys. It's this gap between these two lines. Now let's talk about the pips. The pips, these are the pips, guys. These are the pips. So this is the price, right? This is the price of the market and everything. But that's where we see our pips as well. Now, from this part to this part, we can just simply say that's a pip. We can just say so. Let me make an example. It would be much easier if I had opened up a Forex pay, because these ones, they just calculate differently. Just give me a second and let me try and open up a Forex pay. All right, guys. So I have found the Forex currency pairs. Like I said, this side is where you find your pips, but these are not the actual pips, right? This is the price of the market, but in the price is where we find the pips. So how do you calculate your pips? It's quite simple. As you can see, this is like 34,615, right? And going down here, it's like 34,000 triple five. So let's have a calculator and let's all calculate this together so that you understand how to calculate a pip and all of that. So yeah, what is the price? It's 34615, right? So for us to get the pips between these two, we're just gonna have to minus this number from this one. So it's 34555, I believe. Yeah. And as you can see, we have about 60 points. So that's like 6 pips. That's 6 pips, which is 60 points. I hope that makes sense. So from this price to that price, that's only just 6 pips, which is 60 points. And that's just how you calculate your pips, guys. It's just that simple. And we also have a tool that will help you calculate your pips. As you can see right there where I'm pointing my mouse, the cross, this cross will help you calculate the pips. For example, let's just say you took an entry down here. So you're gonna take the cross down there. You're gonna right, is it left click your mouse and hold, right? And as you can see, there's numbers calculating. There's 20. Okay, let me just put it still. So let's just say from this entry point to this last high. Um, so there's like 74 right there. That's the number of candlesticks, right? And then there's a number of pips in the middle, which is the 496. That's the number of pips, but it's written in points. So that's 496 points instead of pips. So in when you convert it to pips, it's gonna be 49 pips. Let's just make it 500 once. So that's like 500 points, that's 50 pips. And then the last digits, that's the price number, which is the 1.34239. That's the price number, that's not the pips. So the pips are in the middle. Remember, you go to the cross there, you get it, you put it wherever, you right left click your mouse, you hold, and then you start moving your mouse to wherever you want it. And you have about 613 points. That's 61 pips. You already know how to calculate these things. So it's just that simple, guys. That's how you calculate your pips. So I hope you did enjoy the video. I hope it was helpful and informative. If you want me to separate all these topics and make videos differently, talking about your stop loss and your take profit, talking about the spread, and now talking about take profit. If you want me to separate those videos into a take profit video and a stop loss video, and make a different video based on spreads, and you want me to make another video based on pips, let me know so that I can create those videos. Let me know down on the comment section down below. Let me know what are your views on this, what are your thoughts on this, was this very much helpful or not. Other than that, I just hope you did enjoy. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new, and make sure to turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And that was your boy Khalifa, and I'm out. Peace.